At the moment, there is a development issues, a course for transition years that is available, and it was developed over a 4-year period between St Mary's Academy Carlow and St Mary's Portlaoise, with Self-Help Africa, Patsy Toland as coordinating the programme. All those are available, and that specific course was built around all of the existing resources that were available on development education. So it brought all of the resources from Trócaire, Concern, 80/20, Amnesty, schools across borders, and put them into one specific syllabus. Part of my brief with the consortium is I work with Self-Help Africa and Patsy Toland, and we try to embed development education in secondary schools. So at the moment we have 32 schools working on the project. And also another part of my job is where we take our researchers from Africa who are upskilling in Maynooth University, and we take those out into schools that are already using the development issues programme. Development education certainly works from the point of view that it's not just seen as a small addition to the curriculum, that in fact students are able to engage with a specific subject and they know that they can relate to it in terms of the sciences, in terms of the social sciences in particular.
The second motion for our walking debate today is Ireland should stop sending money to developing countries. Ireland should stop sending money to developing countries. So would you gravitate towards the wall? I agree. All the people who agree that Ireland should stop sending money to developing countries, and the people who disagree, we shouldn't stop. So will you start moving? If you're not sure, you can stay in the centre.
I think we shouldn't really be sending money. We should be sending food and bringing over things to make things over there, like houses and that sort of thing, rather than money, because I think money's going to the wrong places in some of them countries. It's helping wars and yokes over there rather than going to the poverty, the real poverty.
The money that Ireland send to Africa, what is that money being used for?
I think the money is divided into various portions. There's money that aid goes to community-based projects. For example, if places that have malaria, this aid will buy nets for these people, and therefore we reduce the malaria infection. And then this same aid it's not a continuous thing that Africa will always be on aid. Through that aid, I've got training to come to Ireland, so I get skills and take them back home. And this is going to be beneficial in the long term. We're able to work on malaria and probably get a vaccine, probably get better diagnostic procedures that eventually will reduce more aid being sent to Africa.
From the way development education is thought as well, it's not just a subject where the teacher goes and teaches. It's the idea that he's a facilitator, he supports, and the idea that, one of the rules of development education is that you have to listen. That it's about opinions, and it's not just factual things. You have to take into account sort of things like religion, people's culture, etc. when you're going to debate an issue.
All Irish teenagers are well educated about HIV/AIDS. So for those who think they are, should go and move to that. I agree strongly, and those who disagree strongly go to this.
You're agreeing now. We've covered it in CSP, we've covered it in SPHE. So guys, we're losing a lot of people to the other end of the room. Is there anything you want to say, Paul?
Well educated is like a thing that is in the motion, and we're not well educated. We might be the basics, but well educated is not something I think we're going about.
We might have a class they can full year,
one class in a full year. So now Jonathan has changed his mind twice.
Yes.
And you've obviously made a very strong argument.
The particular students themselves, or I suppose the teachers themselves, benefit most from doing development education. For example, part of my work with the researchers who come from Africa is I engage those researchers with students who are doing projects for the Young Scientists exhibition, or, for example, the Young Social Innovators. And most of the teachers that I would work with, come from a diverse background, from geography, religion, CSPE, biology, geography. So, I mean, everybody benefits from development education.